right, welcome to the Soul Fresh Podcast. It is me, BK, and today with me I've got my boy, Social Headache Podcast, aka Mr. Controversial.
Yes.
And then alongside me, I got your boy J. Steve. So, fellas, what we got going today? We got a lot of stuff going on in the world, craziness or whatever. So, one thing I seen, I wanted to shine some light on is this Shiloh Hendricks. Shiloh Hendricks.
Boy.
This is I'll go ahead and say what it is. So this is the white woman who called the 5-year-old autistic boy a right? With a hard R. And so she's raised. So right now, she said that she's getting terroristic threats and people are harassing her because the video's gone viral, of course, if you hadn't seen it. I'm sure you have seen it, but here comes where the problem is. So she's raised over $800K so far through a Christian crowdfunding app called GiveSendGo. First time I was hearing this, actually, but GiveSendGo been really helping a lot of people monetize and profit off of these situations where blacks are being targeted, blacks being killed. And so that's a lot of money. That's if everybody donated $10, that's like 80,000 people. That's a lot of support. So, but where the problem comes in at, this brings up a conversation regarding white Christian nationalists. And because GiveSendGo it's a Christian-based funding site or whatnot, but the people that they typically accept on the site seem like they're the white Christian nationalists that are like racist, like the Proud Boys and other Nazi type groups or whatnot that have been a part of it. So, so I said we were paying attention to the supporters, but what about the company that would support by allowing her to raise money based on her behavior?
Exactly.
Is that really the Christian way? So here go some of the names that the people have been donating. Like you can create your own username and see, these are some of the names. Put Carmelo down, White Guilt is over, NTUPIDSIGGERS, which they flipped the N and the S, which is stupid niggas. Another one is Nate Higgers, which is
hate
niggas. Cancel black culture. R goes hard. White pride. We sick of them. So my question to y'all, where are we going in this country as far as, are we preparing ourselves for an all out digital? I say digital because here's the problem. Racism is really skyrocketing, but it's not really been in face. It's always online. So are we preparing ourselves for an all-out racial war going forward? Like, do you see things getting like really out of hand lately? Like where people getting cocky, like getting real mouthy.
Think so?
Yes.
Like her. Like think about it.
Civil war / race war is coming.
Think about the moral compass that society has now, where a lady can call a kid, a 5-year-old kid
who don't know no better,
not a nigga with a hard R, and then majority of the country, as far as their supporters, because that's a lot of people, kind of support this.
Like, do it again. Say it's more.
And the thing that they're saying now, a lot of people are saying is like, we sick of it. We pushing back. We canceling cancel culture. We canceling this woke culture. We canceling black culture, where they feel like we've had the upper hand for like 7-8 years since George Floyd and since Trayvon Martin. Ever since all that occurred, we've been kind of like, as they say, we've been making them feel guilty for being white. What's your thoughts on that?
Does it matter that he was autistic?
No, it doesn't.
Do that matter?
Yeah, they don't care.
I think that's just a little bit of a.
Well, I'm just saying. I mean, that
cherry
don't
on
matter
top.
at all.
Yeah, that don't.
Because of what he did, it's not as if he can help it, because they say he was going through her purse or going through the baby bag.
Yeah, going through the baby bag.
And was trying to take something, which at 5 years old, Does he know the concept of stealing? Like,
that's the thing. I need to see that part of the video.
Well, see, that part of the video is not available.
Yeah.
All you get is a guy picks up, and at that time he's already recording. He's like, "I can't believe you said that."
Right.
And then the other thing that gets me, I saw this when I was looking at the video again. He's sitting there saying the word over and over again. You called that little boy, the N-word. You called, but he was saying the actual word. And I'm thinking to myself, "But damn, dude, you saying it more time than she did."
Yeah.
What race is he? What race is the guy?
He was Indian or something like that. He was, of.
I mean, should the little boy be going through her baby bag?
But did the little boy know better? He was autistic. I mean,
who was that with the boy?
I don't know. That's a good question.
That's what I'm saying. Who was there with this little 5-year-old? Why he at the park?
But are you trying to say 5-year-old's at fault? Like he's 5?
No, I'm not saying he at fault, but he shouldn't be at the park by himself with them two.
Well,
with them 3.
I don't think he was there by
person
himself.
film.
Yeah, I don't think he was there by himself. I just think that what was captured in the video was the simple fact that an innocent bystander witnessed it.
Right.
And of course, in today's society, the first thing people do now is pull out their phone and record it, And she did keep saying it after the incident. So she had already said it and that passed. But she just kept saying it while he was recording.
That's what I'm saying.
She was like,
she kept saying it. She kept saying it. That go to show wasn't nobody there with him. Wasn't nobody there with him because what mom or dad or uncle, brother gonna keep letting this stranger keep saying this to this 5-year-old? But the boy was sitting on top of the slide or something. He was. You saw the video. He was standing on top of the slide. So who's there with him for her to just keep saying it? As she walking away, she still was saying it.
Maybe it was a public type of place, and he was part of a program or something like that, and some type of
not an autistic boy ain't finna be there by himself.
No, I said part of a program, and other kids are there as well. Maybe it's an autistic school that he goes to, and they were just at a public playground. Who knows what the circumstances were? I'm saying I don't think the child was there by himself.
I'm not saying he at fault. Yeah, she definitely at fault for saying it.
Yeah, he's not at fault. But going back to the question that you posed earlier, BK, do we see some type of race war coming up? Me personally, I do. Because now they're doing this so brazen and brash. They got their support. They got their leader back. You know what I'm saying? The orange man is back in charge. So he's pumping them up and fueling them even more. And then people now are starting to learn the real history about Musk, where he really comes from, what his family really is about, and what he really is truly about. So you add that on top of it, these guys are basically saying, forget all the poor people, forget all the old people, and all the black people and everybody besides the white folks. Let's do this. Let's run this country. Let's get all the money we can. Let's take the funding away from everything, from all of their colleges, cancer programs, senior citizen programs, which I heard about this afternoon on the Karen Hunter show. They're going to be tapping into this thing called MAHA, Make America Healthy Again. It's going to be replacing the SNAP and stuff like it's ridiculous. And now people are going to say they're using this. It's freedom of speech. They're saying now this was freedom of speech.
Well, that's what they're saying. But is freedom? What is there like a line between freedom of speech and hate speech?
That's what I see. I don't think they want lines anymore.
But technically, it is freedom. It is freedom.
I don't
of
think
speech.
that was freedom of speech. What she
but
was
see,
doing.
that's what they're trying to say.
That's more hate speech than anything.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, as far as the company letting her raise the money, I mean, it's a business. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's.
But I mean,
people that's gonna give the money. I mean,
I think that's where you get in the thin line of like freedom of speech and hate speech, because it's like technically it is freedom of speech. If you got on here right now on the podcast and said, "I hate all snow bunnies," don't
which
you have?
I will never say.
Don't you have? Don't you have the right to say that?
But they're dangerous.
So
I mean, yeah, but like I said, go back to. Nobody's there with the 5-year-old. Nobody's there to get the 5-year-old back. The lady just keeps saying it. The dude filming it.
So you don't think that's gonna fuel?
Do y'all think this was fake? Y'all think this was set up?
Now that's a good question.
I saw somebody pose that question. They said this look, rehearsed or whatever. But that also brings about another point or another issue where crowdfunding tells you more just who has money. It tells you who feels empowered, who gets sympathy, and who lives seems to be worth more defending. So, and the reason why I say that is like now you can bring sympathy upon the internet, and then people feel sorry for you and start donating. You know what I mean? Because now it's like, oh, she's getting threats. She's gonna lose her home because she got getting canceled or whatever.
See, but this the problem.
800,000.
Can she prove that? This the thing about it. She hasn't proved. I haven't seen any proof of people sending her stuff or threatening her. Have you seen that? Have you seen that? Any of the proof of her being?
We're not
threatened?
gonna see that.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna see that.
And see, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Why shouldn't some of these crowdfunding sources and these GoFunds, whatever you call it, shouldn't they have actual direct proof of? Well, they do. They say why said donation needs to be set up.
But they do say they go through crowdfunding. Did say, I mean, GiveSendGo says they do an extensive research on the people that they allow to raise money, and they also have an extensive process on how the money is released. So, and I'll get to that in just a second.
Is the money for like her to have what?
So she's trying
at a house every day?
No, she's trying to
relocate.
Move. She's trying to relocate because she cannot no longer. I guess people, you know how the internet
Suppose
is, man.
Her address got released.
Yeah, people be on the internet and they some detectives. So her location got released, so she's getting threats and she's just trying to protect her kids. That's what she says. I think it's bullshit, and I don't think
$800,000. She definitely can relocate.
Well, I think when you talk big and bad, you need to be able to stand on your own 2 feet. You play in the mud, you get dirty.
Yeah.
So you need to just own up to it and deal with it. So you can't really like be popping off at the mouth saying something off the wall like that to a 5-year-old autistic kid.
That's why I said he was there by his he was there by himself.
I still don't think he was there by himself though, Fred. You making that quite like you adamant that he was just there by himself. Like, you don't know that he was just there by himself, bro.
You just said play in the mud, you get dirty. You telling me ain't nobody there.
We don't know. And see, this goes back to make it seem like maybe it could have been a staged, isolated recording incident because you got one person and one girl.
Well, she's wrong.
Because I don't see nobody else walking around. I mean, I only see them two in the video. And
let's just say the mom did show up, but it was only like a 5-minute clip. You can't like that's the problem with these videos these days. Well, we start adding context to the context that we don't know.
What about this?
What's up? Go ahead.
And I'll let you ask your question. What if the boy was adopted? What if he was an adopted autistic child and the parents was already white? Because you know they adopting black. White folk been adopting black.
That'll make the video fake. That'll make the video stage. But let me ask y'all this.
Well,
would you if you showed up 10 seconds after that lady said that.
Still doing it.
Still doing it as you show up. What happened?
No, well, I can't put my hands on it, but
I'm about to say.
But you know what I'm saying?
Do you resort to violence for that? No, you locked up for that.
A real black mother. No, a real black mother should have wore her ass out if she was there.
No, you saying if we was there?
Yeah, guys.
No, we can't put our hands on.
That's your son.
No,
you got a son. I got a son.
Honestly, I probably would have went with the template.
Our son.
Yeah, I'm saying that's your son on the slide.
You
over there. You just went to the.
If I'm the father,
you just went to the water fountain and you coming back. You hearing this lady saying that?
Oh no, so I'm probably going to jail that day.
Yeah, I'm not going to put hands on her or whatever. I mean, I will have some words and I probably would be recording.
You're going to end up going to jail though.
No, I'm not. I mean, you got to think logical, and we're going to get into another conversation on why you have to think logical. I mean, because there's other ways to handle and deal with stuff in a better way where you can, like I say, I think we got to hit people's pockets. Like I would be more on I'm taking her down a different way. Like we're going to make this not acceptable, but also at the same time, you got to understand maybe what kind of person I am though. So like for right now, I teach my kids, especially my oldest one right now, because he had a level of understanding though that, if somebody calls you things and then it's not, there is no really purpose to get angry about it. Like for right now, I think about a year or two ago, I was riding down the road and I think I was driving slow or I was doing something. Dude pulls up next to me, roll down the window and said, "Fucking nigga." You know what I mean? I laughed. It was funny.
Yeah.
Because it seems like, okay, in 2023, that's still supposed to affect me. So it was funny because, and if I feel like I do get mad or angry, I'm accepting the fact that I am a nigga with a hard R. But I know I'm not. See, because I was conditioned and raised to know that I'm not. So therefore, it doesn't affect me in a sense. I would be more pissed off if you talking about my mama or my wife or my kids in a sense of you calling me a word that really does not hold any weight.
Right.
So society-wise, we know how the word is perceived and its meaning. But I feel like if you don't accept that and you have agency as far as in who you are, the word should not affect you in a way. It's like for you, if I sit there and call you, a fat black ass dude, like, what does that do for you?
Nothing.
You're not black as hell, and you're not fat.
Ain't fat.
Yeah. So why should that? You will probably bust out laughing. Like, what are you talking about? Like, so that's how I kind of perceive that if somebody calls now. A long time ago when I was young, and you don't know better, or you don't know, because that's what you're conditioned to know. That is, you've been taught that. Oh, somebody call you that word, with them fighting words. But at the same time, why am I fighting? Why is it fighting words? Because I know I'm not a. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So therefore, it's like I won't give you that pleasure. So when he said it and drove by me, I bust out laughing because I'm like, the fact that they think that still affects me. Speaking for me, it affects some people. But I'm like, why? You just basically kind of just gave them the ammunition,
right?
Like, now you done probably got an assault charge because when they hauled off and got mad at it. And I know some people say, oh yeah, you need to learn, we got to start putting these people in their place. True. But at the same time, we also got to be vigilant and be smart though. You know what? You know what I do when I hear like from the wrong folk? Yeah. Turn around, calling one right back. Like, say something. Yeah, I'll say something back. Yeah, like, I'll say something back before I get all in my feelings. Like what? Yeah.
You. Hey, like, you don't even know the meaning of it, dude. That's why I asked him, like, do you know the true definition? Yeah, it means black. Like, no, it don't.
But the GiveSendGo, I was a little, when I was thinking about it, I was like, okay, man, it seemed like this is a Christian site, but and they're basing their site off of Christian values. And I was started thinking about all the people that they helped raise millions of dollars for that were killing black people. Like Daniel Penny raised $2.9 million. $2.9 million, right? He the dude that killed the dude on the subway. On the subway. Kyle Rittenhouse raised through GiveSendGo $631,000, and then his mother raised another $464,000.
This guy that what? What he shot the church
during the
that was
during the
marches, the protests
in Wisconsin.
Yeah, and then he crossed state lines.
Yeah. And then George Zimmerman raised over $200K, which that's Trayvon Martin. But here we go. This is where I started getting them be like, okay, well, the CEO kind of did say, well, anybody can come here if we feel that it meets the requirements, right?
Right.
So Carmelo Anthony, who killed the white teen Austin Metcalf.
In self-defense.
Yes. He's raised over $525,000 with the goal of $600,000. So I was like, okay, bet.
Cool.
Cool.
He's sitting in jail.
He's out on bond. He's out on bond. Yeah. And the CEO did go on there and say it is false what the narrative that the people put out there about Carmelo Anthony's family, saying that they withdrew that money to help purchase a new home. And he's like, no, that's BS, because the money was not even available. They hadn't even been released the funds yet during that time when they purchased their house. Right. And he equivocally confirmed that is the media
trying to spin it.
Trying to make the family look bad.
Right, of course.
Yeah. Now there is a problem though where we talk about, when I said earlier, who lives are seen worth defending. So these people, the country goes into like, oh, these are patriots. For some reason, white people always, when they do an act of violence against blacks, they're looked at as patriots. Yeah. Like, you did the right thing. But then again, even Carmelo Anthony is getting money raised, but at the same time, he's still looked at as a villain. You see what I'm saying? So we getting into we get into a weird time.
Or terrorists is what everything that we do, always an act of terror all of a sudden. But if they do it, like you said, patriotism.
Right. So now Dylan Roof, he got his canceled because they said the site, it didn't meet the requirements because they do not support hate crimes or mass shooting, which is kind of weird though, because I feel like some of those other situations were kind of a hate crime, but they looked at it as a self-defense situation. But your boy Rodney Hilton Jr. He has one on there and he's getting money raised. So let's go ahead and dive into that Ryan Hinton situation. So